Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? I hope you're ready to get started. Today is Tuesday, April the 20th. So I want us to start with our story for this week. Yesterday, we listened to our story that's called A Bird Named Fern. And I want us to go back and re-listen to it because our story yesterday, or my computer yesterday, was having some issues with the microphone and the sound. So I want to make sure everybody was able to read that story or listen to it. So you can either follow along in your reading book or you can look on your screen. Let's get started. All right, friends, our story is called A Bird Named Fern. And our question for this week is, what can you see in the sky? So let's listen.
Genre: fantasy. Essential question: what can you see in the sky? Read how a bird named Fern learns about clouds. A bird named Fern. Little Fern was always full of questions. She wanted to know about everything in the world. One day, Fern saw something up in the sky. "What is that big white boat doing in the sky?" she asked herself. "I want to find out." "It would be great to ride on that big white boat," Fern said. So she stretched her wings and took off. Fern's wings helped her climb up, up, up. But when she got close to the boat, she was surprised. The boat looked like a fluffy bed. Fern was sleepy and wanted to rest. So she leaped on the bed, but she fell right through it. "I see another bed," said Fern. "I will try to land on that one." But the same thing happened again. "I'd better go home," cried Fern. "Maybe Mom and Dad can explain this." So Fern began to fly home. As she did, the beds turned dark gray. Then it started to rain. Poor Fern was soaked when she got home. "Where were you?" asked Mom and Dad. Fern told them all about her trip. "First, we will dry you off," said Mom. "Then we will teach you about clouds," added Dad. And that is what they did. Make connections. What did the clouds look like to Fern?
So in our story, A Bird Named Fern, it's a fiction story. It's not real. It's not about real things. It's make-believe. But how many of you have ever looked up in the sky and seen clouds and thought that they looked like something you knew was something that was real? Like Fern, when she looked up in the sky, she thought the clouds looked like a boat. And then when she got closer, she said it looked like a bed, right? So were they really beds and boats in the sky? No, it was really clouds, but they were in the shape of things that Fern thought she already knew. So today what we're going to do is we're going to move on now to our phonics skill. So let's look at our phonics skill for today. All right, friends, this week in our phonics skill, we're going to be talking about long O. And we already know some of the ways that we can make that long O sound. We can make long O with a magic E. And that magic E at the end tells the O to say its name. And then this week, we're going to learn the vowel team of OA. OA follows the rule when you have two vowels that go walking. The first one does the talking. So the O would say its name and the A would not say anything at all. Another way to make the long O sound is when you have an O and a W side by side. When the O and the W are side by side, they make the long O sound together. And then another way to make that long O sound is with an O and an E. And this one follows that rule when two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking. So the first thing I want us to look at are words that follow that O blank E rule. Words like home, home, bone, bone, stove. St-o-v, stove. Now, the next one is OA. Remember, when you have two vowels side by side, the first one does the talking. Now, I want you to listen to these words, because when you hear these words, you're going to hear the long O sound in the middle. Just like in O blank E or with a magic E, that OA is in the middle of the word, and you hear long O in the middle. Let's listen. Boat, b-oat, boat. Ode, road. Toast, toast. In all of these words, you hear the long O sound in the middle of the word. Now let's look at some words with OW. When you see that OW and you hear that long O, you're going to hear it at the end of the word, not in the middle, in the end, like in the word grow. Gr-o, grow. For that O to say its name, it's got to have a W with it. You couldn't just write G-R-O. It would be spelled wrong. You need that W to make the long O sound. Let's look at the next one. Sn-o, snow. L-o, low. And then we also have O-E. When you see the O-E, it usually comes at the end of the word as well. So when you hear long O at the end of a word, it's either going to be an O-W or an O-E. And the words that have an O-E are words like toe, t-o, toe, d-o, doe. A doe is a female or a girl deer. And then j-o, Joe. Very good. Now what I want you guys to do is I want you to get out those papers from yesterday that we put in our fluency binder that have those long O words on them. All right, friends, so yesterday we opened up our fluency folder, and at the beginning we have all of our sounds. Then we have long A, long I, long O. These are words that have that magic E that make the long O sound. Long U, AI, and AY, and then we had EE and EA. And then yesterday I asked you to put words that have the long O, like OA and OW. So what I would like for us to do today is read these words together, okay? So here we go. Let's read them. Let's sound them out and read them together. Ready? B-oat, boat. G-oat, goat. K-oat, coat. T-ode, toad. S-ope, soap. R-ode, road. G-o-l, goal. K-ol, coal. T-oast, toast. K-oast, coast. Loaf, loaf. Coach, coach. This one is tricky because the OA is at the end instead of in the middle. But this O is going to also make its long sound. So k-oak, o, cocoa. L-ode, load. Float, float. Loan, loan. Good. Now turn the page and you should see your words with OW. And remember that OW comes at the end of the word, except for in the word bowl. Bowl. Now these two words down here we're going to talk about in a minute, but they're compound words. Rain, bow, and the O is at the end. And snow, man, and the O is at the end of snow. So let's sound these words out together. Ready? Go. B-o, bow. M-o, mow. Blow, blow. B-o-l, bowl. Grow, grow. Slow, toe, glow, glow, show, show, row, row, snow, snow, arrow, arrow, shadow, shadow, rain, rain, bow, bow, rainbow, snow, snow, man, man, snowman, throw, throw. Very good. All right, friends, that's what we're going to be talking about, is words with long O that either have an OA or have an OW. And then we're going to do one more new sound this week as well. All right, friends, I want you to get out your packet for today. It looks like this, and it's purple on the front, and it says Tuesday, April the 20th, 2021. And let's go ahead and get started by looking at this very first page. On the first page, we're going to be looking at those sentences and reading them and circling words. We're looking for words that have an OA or an OW. All right, so I'm going to do an orange and a green. Those just show up the best. So I'm going to do green for words with OW. And I'm going to do orange for words with OA. All right, so let's read our sentences together, and we're looking for those words, okay? I throw it in the goal. Goal. Put it together. I throw it in the goal. Good. I see an OW in this word, and when I sound it out, throw, I hear that long O. So this word is going to go on the OW side. And then I also see goal. It has that OA, and I'm going to write it on the OA side. Goal. All right, let's look at the next sentence. Sentence number 2. We row the boat. Boat. Put it together. We row the boat. I see boat has an OA, and I hear that O in that word, boat. So I'm going to circle it and color it orange and write it on the OA side. And then I also see the word row. It has an OW, and I hear that long O. O. I'm going to write it on the OW side. Very good. Let's read the next sentence. A crow is in the road. Road. Put it together. A crow is in the road. And I see an OA in the word road, and I hear that long O, road. So I'm going to write it on the OA side, road. And then I see an OW in the word crow, and I'm going to write it on the OW side, crow. And my last sentence, I show him my coat. Coat. Put it together. I show him my coat. I see the word coat has an OA, and I hear that long O in there. Coat. And then I also see the word show has an OW. Show. Very good. Now let's read the words. The words with OA. Goat. Goal, goal, boat, boat, road, road, coat, coat. Echo me. Goal, boat, road, coat. Good. Now let's sound out the words with OW. Throw, throw, row, row, crow, back of me. Throw. Good. Row. Crow. Show. Very good. Now the next page is going to be the new sound that we're going to talk about. Remember, this week we're talking about two different sounds. The first one is long O, and the second one is this PH. We've already talked about QU. QU says qua, and we've already talked about WH before that says w. Today we're going to talk about PH, and PH says f. It makes the sound of a F. So what you friends are going to do is you're going to turn a few pages to this page. And what you can do is you're going to pick 3 colors. So I may choose to make qua blue. I'm going to make all my words that say qua blue. And then I'm going to make all my words that say wa orange. And I may make all my words that say f with a PH purple. So then what we're going to do is we're going to look at our words. Ooh, I see trophy. That one has a PH in it. So this one is going to be purple. Trophy, because it has that PH. Now I see this one. Queen. 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 It has that digraph. Eat. Wheat. This one has a WH, so it's going to be orange. And what you friends are going to do is you're going to continue to color all the digraphs. If it's a PH, it's going to be purple. If it's a QU, it's going to be blue. And if it's a WH, it's going to be orange. And then you're going to try to read these words, and then you're going to cut them out, and you're going to make a flip-flap book with them. And I'm going to show you what your flip-flap book should look like right now. All right, friends, so I took all my words and I colored them the color they needed to be. If they had a QU, I colored them blue. If they had a WH digraph, I colored them purple. And if they had a PH digraph that says F, I colored it purple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip up each page one at a time, and I'm going to glue them in. All my words that say qua are going to go on each little flip-flap book. Each page, I'm going to just glue one in like this. And then I'm going to do the whole book, and then I'm going to read it. I'm going to practice reading it. This is a quill. It's a feather. So see how I'm doing that? I'm just gluing each one in. And then I have a digraph flip-flap book. So I want you guys to do that for each one of the digraphs. Qua, and f. And then practice reading them. All right? All right, friends. Now look at my digraph book. I have qua, and those are words that are quilt. The words that say qua, quilt, quill, queen, question, quail. Those all say qua. Words that say wa are well, will, wheat, whistle, and whisker. And then words that say f with the PH digraph are gopher, phone, dolphin, trophy, and photo. Good. So this week we're talking about the PH sound, but we're also talking about long O. So everyone get back out that packet. We're going to look at long O again, just like we just did with the long O with OA and OW. All right, friends, but before we move on with our packet, I want us to blend our words with OA and OW. All right, friends, let's blend our words with that long O sound, okay? When you see that logo come in and spin or move, that's when we're going to say the sound. Ready? Here we go. B, O, T. Put it together. Boat. F, O, M, foam. Full, O, T, float. K, O, Ch. Put it together. Coach. R, O, st. Roast. T, O, st. Toast. K, O, t. Coat. Very good. All right, friends, now I want us to go back to our packet and let's keep working. So now what we're going to do on this page, you're going to match the picture to the word. So let's sound them out together. Ready? Foam. Foam. Now look, this word has a base word and then the inflected ending. Remember, it has that ED, and ED means in the past. So let's just sound out the base word first. Soak, soak, and then add that ED. Soaked, soaked. Roast, roast. O, cocoa. Goal. Coach, coach. This is a word with a beginning before it. So let's sound it. Sound it out. Just the and now do the other part. Load, load. Now put it together. Unload. Oak, oak. An oak is a type of tree. So that would be this, a type of tree. All right, friends, what you're going to do is you're going to find the picture and match it to the word. If you need to, hit pause for the video so that you can do that. Now let's match the word to the picture, okay? These all have that OW at the end. They all have an OW. The last one all had an OA, and now these all have an OW at the end. I accidentally underlined that. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Ready? End, O, window. Show, show. Below, below. Pillow, pillow. Rain, rain. Bow, bow. Rainbow. Snow, snow. Man, put it together. Snowman. Arrow, arrow. Shadow, shadow. Follow. Very good. All right, friends, now we're going to do the next page in our packet. And now we're looking at words that have an OA, an OW, and that magic E at the end. So if it has an OA, we are going to color it orange, just like we did earlier. Now the OW, I'm going to color yellow because yellow has an OW in it. And then the O blank E, we're going to color green. And you can choose to cut them out and glue them, or you can write the word. Either way is fine. Okay? So here we go. We're going to color first, and then you either cut and glue or write. Start with this first row. Oat, coat. I see a OA, so it's going to be orange. And then I'm going to write it on the OA side. Coat. Oak, joke. That one has a magic E, so it's going to be green. Joke. Row. That has a OW, so it's going to be yellow. foam. I see a OA. I'm going to write it on the OA side. Blow, blow. This one has that OW. Note, note. That one has a magic E. Remember, the ones that have the magic E and have an OA, the O sound is in the middle. If the O sound is in the middle, it can either be an OA or an O blank E. And if the O sound is at the end, it's either an OW or an OE side by side. Okay? Sound out the next one. Toad, toad. And I see an OA. Slow, slow. Goat, goat with an OA. I forgot to write slow. Let me go back and write that one. Goat. Slow. That's supposed to be an L. There we go. Robe, robe. And in that one, I see an O blank E. Grow, grow. That OW. And the last one, cone, cone. Very good. Now let's read our words together. Here we go. Let's start with the words that are OA. Just the OA words. Ready? Oat, coat. Foam, foam. Toad, toad. Goat, goat. Now let's do the long O with the OW. Row, row. Blow, blow. Slow, slow. Grow, grow. And then an O with a magic E at the end. Joke, joke. Note, note. Robe, robe. Cone. Very good. Now turn the page for me. All right, friends, you know what we do on this one. On this one, we're going to read the sentence and we're going to match the picture to the sentence. All right, on the first one. I'm going to change colors. Ready? This first sentence. Let's read it. We make toast. Toast. Put it together. We make toast. Very good. So I see picture number 2 that shows them making toast. So I'm going to mark that off. Ready? On the next one. Let's read it together. I sit on the float. Float. Put it together. I sit on the float. Number 5 shows the little girl sitting on the float. And then I'm going to mark it out because I've used it. Or you can cut the pictures out and glue them here. Either way. Write the next one. A toad, toad will croak. Croak. A toad will croak. That's picture number 3. The next one. The oak tree is big. The oak tree is big. That would be number 4. And then the last one. The goat will roam. The goat will roam, and that just means not stay in one place. They'll roam around, move around all over the place. Very good. All right, friends. And then our last page, what you guys are going to do is you're going to choose 3 of these words on the side, and you're going to write a sentence for those 3 words and draw a picture to go with it. So I might choose this word, coat. I'm using neat handwriting. My letters are staying below that dotted line. Capital at the beginning. Finger spacing. And a period at the end. I have a new coat. So then I'm going to mark this one out because I've used it. Now I can pick 2 more words and write a sentence for each one and draw a picture to go with each one. And that's what you guys are going to do. All right, friends, now let's go over our red words for this week, okay? So yesterday we did the word around. Around. Today we're going to do the word only. So let's put one arm up. One arm out. Let's load it and tap it. Ready? Only. Tap. O-N-L-Y. Only. Do it again. Only. O-N-L-Y. Only. One more time. Only. O-N-L-Y. Only. Good. Finger up. Let's write it in the air. O-N-L-Y. Only. One more time. O-N-L-Y. Only. Last time. O-N-L-Y. Only. Good. Now get out your notebook, your bumpy board, and a red crayon. All right, guys, our word today is only. Let's write it. We have that bumpy board in there. We're ready to write. O-N-L-Y. Only. Guys, don't forget to say the letters as you're writing them. Okay? It doesn't help if you don't say the letters. Let's do it again. Ready? Crayon up. Ready? Write. O-N-L-Y. Only. And again. O-N-L-Y. Only. Very good. Now take that bumpy board out and put that finger up and let's trace them. O-N-L-Y. Only. Good. Let's trace again. O-N-L-Y. Only. And one more time. O-N-L-Y. Only. Good. Now cover it up and let's write it 3 times on the side. Ready? Write. O-N-L-Y. Only. Good. And again. O-N-L-Y. Only. One more time. O-N-L-Y. Only. Now check and see if you were right. Were you able to spell it right? Good. Now let's go over all of our red words. We've got some old sight words from kindergarten and some new ones that we need to practice and review them. So I want to hear you saying them with me. All right, guys, we're going to go fast. So I want to hear you saying these words with me, okay? See if you can do it. Ready? All right, go. You. Is. No. The. And. Of. We. Was. By. This. For. play, there, more, we, one, that, said, try, go, maybe, nearly, right, she, her, look, me, say, most, see, gone, on, into, has. Very good. All right. All right, friends, now we're going to do our word skills. So I want you to participate with me, okay? Even though I can't hear you, I want you to do this with me. The first part, instead of being rhyming words, I'm going to tell you a nonsense word, and you're going to turn my nonsense word into a real word. And all my words today need to be color words, okay? So my first one, the nonsense word is Z. And you're going to say, not Z, but red. Good. Okay, my word. Stown. Not stown, but brown. Good. Quello. Not quello. Yellow. Zloo. Not zloo, but blue. Turple. Not turple, purple. Flink. Not flink, pink. Very good. And freen. Not freen, green. Excellent. Now I'm going to say some sentences to you. And when I say these sentences, they're all going to start with the same sound at the beginning. And I want you friends to tell me what sound that is at the beginning. So listen carefully. Ready? Cats can climb. Ready? Dogs dig down deep. What do you hear at the beginning? D, d. Carrie kept Katie's kite. K, k. Quails quack quietly. Qu. Zoo zebras zoomed. Z. Sue sang 7 songs. S. Joe juggles jelly jars. J. All right, guys, now I'm going to tell you the onset and the rhyme, and I want you to put it together and tell me the word, okay? R, ope. Rope. T, each. Teach. S, ox. Socks. W, ill. Will. R, ink. Rink. H, onk. Honk. F, ox. Fox. Qu, een. Queen. R, eed. Read. Very good. Now the next part, I'm going to tell you 2 words, and instead of punching it out like we normally do, you are going to tell me the very last sound that you hear in both of these words, okay? Ready? Wheel, tile. L. Cake, book. K. Has, was. Z. Here, tear. R. Seam, gym. Seat, date. T. Miss, fuss. Head, hide. D. All right, good. Now I'm going to tell you the whole word, and you're going to tell me the onset and the rhyme. Break it apart. Ready? So if I said dad, you would say d, add. Okay? Ready? My word is well. W, L. King. K, ing. Doll. D, all. Jug. J, ugh. Very good. Lock. L, ock. Boot. B, oot. Very good. Now I'm going to tell you part of a word, and I'm going to have you add something to it to make a whole word. And then you tell me what that word is. Ready? Axe, add w. Wax. Amp, add r. Ramp. Ant, add k. Can't. Am, add s. Sam. At, add m. Mat. An, add f. Fan. Very good. We added all of those sounds at the beginning of the word to make a new word. Now I'm going to give you a word, and I'm going to have you take away the beginning part to tell me what's left, okay? Bump without b. Ump. Must without ust. Runt without r. Unt. Such without s. Utch. Lunch without l. Unch. Yum without y. Hug without h. Ugh. Tub without t. Ub. Bun without b. Un. Very good. Now I'm going to say a word, and I'm going to have you change part of it. So my word is me. I want you to change the to a h. What's my new word? He. Very good. Now he. Change the h to a t. What's my new word? Tea. Yes, tea. All right, take tea. Change the t to a w. We. My word is we. Change the w to a s. See. Change the s in see to a k. Key. Change the k in key to sh. She. Change the sh in she to a n. Knee. Change the n in knee to a f. Fee. Good. Change f in fee to a b. Bee. And change b in b to a me. Very good, friends. Now what I want you to do is I want you to get out your fluency binder. Get out your fluency folder for me. All right, friends, today in our fluency folder, we're going to turn to fluency folder week 6. We did this yesterday, and today we're going to do it again. So we're going to start with that letter naming. I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. I'm going to go first, then I'm going to let you friends go. Don't forget to count how many you get, okay? So on this one, we're just saying the name of the letter. So watch first and listen and do it with me, and then I'm going to set the timer for you to do it on your own. Ready? Go. I'm sorry. Q, T, K, R, U, L, Y, J, E, D, M, I, O, V, G, S, H, P, K, N, F, W, M, A, E, X, R, A, I, Q, J, T, D, T, C, Y, N, V, U, X, E, P, K, G, I, H, Q, Y, O, M, D, M, B, R, S, L, J, T, I, P, N, Y, X, U, B, O, A, I, F, H, H, E, Q, G, E. Good. Now I would count and see how many I got and write it at the bottom for Tuesday. All right, friends, now it's going to be your turn. Ready? Tell me those letter names. Ready? Go. You're doing good. Keep it up. 45 seconds. Good job, guys. Keep going. Keep it up. 30 seconds. Good job, guys. You're halfway there. 15 seconds. 10. 'And stop. Good. Now pause if you need to and count how many you got and write it at the bottom for Tuesday. Then let's turn the page and let's do our letter sounds. This time we're going to talk about the sound that that letter makes. So I'll go first, then it will be your turn. Ready? Z, A, Y, K, F, D, E, I, T, X, W, S, J, O, V, K, A, U, H, E, A, G, Z, Y, K, X, N, A, Q, P, W, I, F, T, X, Q, A, N, B, K, S, U, I, J, D, B, G, Y, A, D, E, A, T, U, S, K, A, Z, W. Good. So then I would count and see how many I got, and I would write it at the bottom on Tuesday. Now it's your turn. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. You're doing good. Keep it up. You can do it. See if you can go faster. You have 30 seconds left. Halfway there. Good. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 'And stop. Good. Now hit pause, count how many you got, and write it on Tuesday. Then turn the page and hit play again so we can do our nonsense words. All right, ready? On our nonsense words, you're going to say each individual sound and then blend it back together. I'll go first, then it will be your turn. Ready? Rough, p, idge, pidge, Af, raf, ep, hep, ox, tox, it, writ, og, mog, when, sud, in, min, app, bap, eb, reb, og, rog, puff, dan, eb, feb, in, hin, et, rit, of, pov, as, mass, af, daff, of, cov, op, yop, sig, edge. Good. Then I would count how many I got and I would write it at the bottom. Now it's your turn. On your mark, get set, go. Don't forget to blend them back together. Say the whole word. Very good. See if you can go faster, guys. Faster, faster. Very good. All right, friends, you have 30 seconds left. $20 seconds left. Good. Faster. 10 seconds left. 5. All right, stop. Now count how many you were able to get in a minute. Remember, when we count these, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You count each individual letter. Okay? Then what I want you to do is I want you friends to pick a story. There's Jay and Ray, the mailman, the aquarium, we need water, watch them change and grow, and clams. Now, when you take your Dibbles test, it's going to look more like watch them change and grow and clams. It's not going to look like these easy ones like the mailman. So you really need to practice these, okay? So I'm going to start the timer. You get 1 minute. Ready, go. $30 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 15. 10. 'kay, stop. Very good. Now count and see how many words you were able to read in 1 minute. And then write it at the bottom. All right, friends, y'all did a great job today. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Bye, friends.